I hope this will be a great conversation because as I told you earlier, I thought when a woman founder of a skincare product or whatever, I felt okay, some big lady or woman is going to be coming here, and I felt nervous who's going to be that lady. Now I'm seeing a young entrepreneur. I'm so happy to see you here. So from a family which has been a very iconic family, Dindigul Thalappakatti biryani, you have been entered into that family, and how did you find your place? As you know, our society is male dominant society, and you have to show yourself, prove yourself kind of vibe. And how did you do that?
So first, when I came into the family, so I am from, I would say, a very normal working class family home. My dad was a cop, my mom was a homemaker. And so when I married into a business family, everything was different. For a person to grow, you need to have a village around you.
Exactly.
It could be your immediate family, it could be a best friend,
whatever it is.
Anybody,
Someone
to support you, even if it is just to say, hey, I've got your back, I'm going to listen to your vows. That's enough. That's all we need. Learning is a continuous process. You are always learning, and you should be open to it, right? Even in Thalappakatti, even today with Dipsy, every day is a learning. If you take it that way, you'll have fun, you'll enjoy yourself, and I think the brand as well as you grow in the process. So learning is never, idu mudichitam, padichu mudichitam, I'm done. No, it's always growing, it's always continuous, and I love it. The ideology behind Dipsy and of course Maly is you should not be doing 200 things in a day. All of us have enough and more happening in our lives, right? We don't need 15 minutes. We don't need that 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour some people spend in front of the mirror in the morning. We need that 5 minutes, quick finish, out.
Yes.
So I wanted Maly, of course, and the other products that are in the pipeline as well, to be able to do your multi-step processes, your whatever you get from your 7-step rituals in 1-2 steps. That is the ideology behind. Of course, no one has time. Please. Everyone is running. It's the little bit of extra time I can give somebody to enjoy a cup of coffee, to sit down with family, read a book, sleep.
Through that,
anything,
sleep deprived person. So after being an HR and into finance in Thalappakatti, you have entered marketing. Yeah. So what was the biggest transformation you made into that marketing field, and how important it was to build that Thalappakatti brand with the marketing place?
See, my job, when I came into the marketing team, it was just me, and I had a couple of IT team members to help me out. Now, of course, it's a much bigger department.
So Deepika, what is the one belief about business that has completely changed for you over time?
So when I was younger, I think for me, business or a business person was someone who had free time. You will just tell, do this. You'll have like a million people.
You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything. You're just like sitting there, chill. Oh, it's changed.
Hello viewers, welcome to the Weekend Leaders Today show. So today we are going to have a conversation with a woman. I personally feel happy whenever I'm going to have a conversation with a woman, and also with such a positivity, and she's also the boss lady. So let me introduce you Deepika Nagasamy, who has been part of the iconic family, Dindigul Thalappakatti family, and she's been a part of it, scaling it, and now she's been chosen her own path and founding her own skincare product, which is called Dipsy. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to today's show, and we are so happy to have you here with us.
Thank you for having me.
So I hope this will be a great conversation because as I told you earlier, I thought when a woman founder of a skincare product or whatever, I felt okay, some big lady or woman is going to be coming here, and I felt nervous who's going to be that lady. Now I'm seeing a young entrepreneur. I'm so happy to see you here. So let me just start with your early life, ma'am.
Yeah.
Where you have grown up, how was your early studies, and how was it, ma'am?
First, don't call me ma'am. Deepika is good.
Okay.
Let's just have a fun conversation.
Yeah.
Early life, I am a Chennai girl through and through. Born in Chennai, traveled for a bit and came back even when I was younger.
Okay.
Did my schooling in Good Shepherd Metric. I think you'd have all seen, anyone from Chennai will know that iconic school. Had the privilege and the honor to be a student from there, an alumni from there. After that, I got into fashion and textiles in NIFT Chennai. A fabulous 4 years. From there, went on to work, made various other fields. I think we'll go into it in little detail later.
Okay.
And yes, back to Chennai after that. So
Okay.
traveled for a bit across the country and back.
Okay, so from a family which has been a very iconic family, Dindigul Thalappakatti biryani, you have been entered into that family, and how did you find your place? Like, as you know, our society is like, male dominant society, and you have to show yourself, prove yourself kind of vibe. And how did you do that?
So first, when I came into the family, so I am from, I would say, a very normal working class family home. My dad was a cop, my mom was a homemaker. And so when I married into a business family, everything was different, right? When you grow up, you used to, dad goes to work, comes back, mom is making sure everyone is comfortable, mom sits with you with homework and things like that. Whereas when I got married and came into a business family, everybody is involved in everything. My mother-in-law was involved in certain aspects. My father-in-law was involved in certain aspects of the business. Of course, my sister-in-law and my husband.
Yeah.
Everyone had their own little role to play in the business. And that was very interesting for me. And touchwood, I think I'm blessed to be part of a family where there is no, the men are supposed to do this, the women keep quiet. It was never that way.
Okay.
If my mother-in-law had a question or a suggestion, it was taken. If there were certain things where her voice was louder than my father-in-law's.
Great.
So, like I said, I was blessed to be in that kind of an environment. And I think that's where the attitude towards I can do it came about. Even when I was working, like when I got married, I was working. And they said, it's okay. If this is what you want to do, go ahead. If you want to come into the family business, go ahead. You have your options. If you don't want to work also, that's an option.
Okay.
So they were never hard and fast. They were always believers in what you want to do, you do it. You have the option to do it. So I think that's the attitude that really helped me
Every
grow.
woman will need,
Definitely. I think someone, I don't remember who said it, but someone very interesting, it's come to me multiple times. For a person to grow, you need to have a village around you.
Exactly.
It could be your immediate family, it could be a best friend,
Whoever it is.
anybody,
Someone to support you.
someone to support you, even if it is just to say, hey, I've got your back, I'm going to listen to your vows. That's enough. That's all we need. And I think I found the perfect
you don't have
village.
to do anything. You don't have to move the mountains. Just be there.
Just be there.
Yeah.
And I think I was blessed to have that environment.
Super, ma'am. So we're happy to hear that too. And being a fashion industry student, how did you find, it easy to be in the business family? Because ones who have done MBA or business administration, whatever it is. So being a fashion industry student, how did you find it easy to handle all these business? There will be a lot of procedures have to be followed and whatever. And being in the iconic business family, how did you find it easy to?
It wasn't easy. I had my set of challenges. I'm sure the team will tell you, all of my failures and wins as well. But I think business is something inherently, it's unique to you. Like you said, someone from an MBA will have a different approach. Someone like me who comes from a creative background has a different approach. So each of us brings our own skills, and I think that correlates back to who you are as a business person. If you see, for me, I'm a very creative person. For me, the visuals and the way things look and feel and place together is very important. So I will tell you, this dish doesn't look great on a plate, right? But I will not be able to tell you the business words of it saying, this is the reason it is not working. I will tell you, this is my feel and this is what it needs to be. So each of us brings our own little piece of the puzzle, so to say. So learning business and learning the business jargon was something I learned with the team. And I think in the process, they got creative as well.
Good. So, Deepika, you mentioned that learning. Yeah, I love that word learning. So, everybody, whenever they start something new, whenever they enter into a thing which they doesn't know, they have to go through that learning process. How many years did you take in that Thalappakatti business? Because now we have reached around 450 to 500 crore around that, and you was a vital role playing in that. So how did you come into that stage, and how many years did you take to learn that?
I will say I'm still learning. Learning is a continuous process. You are always learning, and you should be open to it, right? Even in Thalappakatti, even today with Dipsy, every day is a learning. If you take it that way, you'll have fun, you'll enjoy yourself, and I think the brand as well as you grow in the process. So learning is never, இது முடிச்சிட்டேன் படிச்சு முடிச்சிட்டேன் I'm done. No, it's always growing, it's always continuous, and I love it.
How does your mom feel about this growth of you?
I am sure she's proud, but she's not someone who uses skincare in the traditional sense.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, so she finds it a little interesting that this is an angle I have taken, but she's supportive always. She's always been a person who believes that anyone can live their dreams. And I think she's probably the first person who's told me there's no differentiation between a boy and a girl. You can do just as well, if not better, than a guy if you choose to be. So yeah, she's always proud, and I continue to be blessed to be having her.
Okay. So being in this food industry business, what was the point that made you to choose skincare products as your own as your own path?
Okay, so that's actually a couple of things that came together. One, being from, rather, since seeing my mom not really into traditional skincare, so to say, I was also someone who had a very quiet approach to the whole thing. So a couple of things happened together or simultaneously, let's say. One was I started experimenting. All of us, we read articles, you need this, you're reaching 30s, all of that. So that got into me a little bit. And my daughter became a teenager.
You have a daughter?
I have 2 kids, yes, 2 teenagers.
You do not look so.
Yeah, so my daughter came up to me and said, Mama, I want to try this. I want to do this. And us mums being mums will go into the rabbit hole of what is there in it. Is it really making sense?
Especially when it comes to their daughter, I want to know whatever the ingredients are.
Yeah, we're okay doing whatever rubbish to ourselves.
Yes.
But the minute it comes to our
daughter,
we are very particular.
Yeah.
So yes, so her conversation and then me trying to figure out what's best for her. And she is a child, end of the day. What works for her, I don't want it to have an adverse effect later. We are people who remove that 1 grain of sugar from coffee, please. So all of these things together, and once I started realizing the kind of things that are there in it, and I said, something is not adding up, and maybe this is just me, but for me, everything has a cultural value, right? Yes. I want my children to have that little bit, koil ko ponoma, wear a sari, wear a bindi, you're coming for a puja. These are small things. You wear whatever, do whatever. I'm happy with your burgers and the fries, but certain things about our culture needs to be there.
Exactly.
That was something I found missing.
Okay.
More than the ingredients, the storytelling of every brand out there, everybody is doing a great job. But this was something I felt was missing, and I wanted that for my kids. I wanted that for me. Because for me, to use something, you need to be emotionally attached to it. Otherwise, you're just going to say, I tried it, I liked it, I didn't like it, whatever, and move on. So that was the missing piece, so to say,
Okay.
for me. Hence, I said, I will create that missing piece.
Okay. There is a part of motherhood, I can use whatever I want. But
Yeah.
when it comes to my daughter, I have to be cautious. And that has become your business means I'm thinking that how cautious you will be you on your product, whatever the ingredients you'll add to your
Yeah.
product. I'm so, happy that we'll get a product like that in the
course.
future. So, yeah, coming back to that, did you have a course or did you learn something, whatever
Yes.
has to be added in your skincare products, and what was it?
Okay. So I told you, right? Learning is a continuous thing.
Yes.
So when I decided, okay, this is something that I want to pursue. I did a couple of courses. So there's it's a continuous learning platform. It's part of the UK. It's associated with the UK government, where you can do courses to increase your learning and to grow beyond university.
Okay.
So I did 2 courses with them. It's called Formula Botanica. It was a 2.5-year course. So I signed up for one, just to learn how to formulate, to know what goes into the product.
Yeah.
And then once I went into it, I found it really interesting. Then I said, okay, let's see how to grow this as a business. Of course, I've never done any business courses, or I've not learned business, so to say, in a professional university. Everything I know is learned through experience. So I said, let me try and make this a little bit more formal.
Okay.
So I learned beauty business management.
Oh, super.
So 2 courses I finished over little more than 2.5 years. And when I was just about to finish, that's when I said, now I'm ready to start Dipsy, because I have the confidence that I know what's going into the bottle. I know the story I want to tell, and I know where I want this to go.
Okay.
So that's when Dipsy started, with, of course, a pile of legal work that happens. And we're in the market
Great.
3.5 years after that.
Yeah, I've seen your product, that Maly moisturizer.
Maly, yes.
So I want to know 2 things. What is the naming reasoning behind this naming of the moisturizer as Maly, and also what are the good ingredients you have? Whatever goes into that product.
Yeah. So I will come to the name later, because the way the product came about was, it started with an ingredient, a very simple thing, kottamalli.
Oh.
Okay. Being from someone who's come from a food background, I wanted food to be, or other food ingredients, to be the biggest.
Also,
to
in
be
our
the hero.
culture, we believe that whatever goes in will show up on
Exactly.
your face.
And Mugathil Theriyum.
Yeah.
Kandipa. And coming from the Thalappakatti family, for us, food is love, right? Serving good food, making sure people are fed and are happy. That's our way of showing love. So I just correlated that a little bit into love for the skin.
Okay.
So it started with kottamalli to be, everyone is like, why kottamalli? This is something, sambarla irukkumbodhu eduthu thooki potruvaanga side la.
Ama.
But I didn't want that. If you look at the kottamalli, the leaf, the seed, the stem, even the root for that matter, is potent. It has so many wonderful ingredients, so many wonderful things that it can give your body.
But we throw that root away.
But you throw it away. We don't do anything about it. So I said, let's start with that. So it started with the coriander, which is kottamalli, hence the name Maly.
Oh.
And from there, I wanted it, because I wanted to be a moisturizer, and mangoes is something Chennai loves.
Yes.
Mango seed butter is a brilliant ingredient. So like that, one by one, my ingredients became a combination, and then we worked from there. Of course, once the product was done in my head, I have a team who are chemists, cosmetic chemists, who veto the whole thing, check it, make sure it is stable, get all the tests needed. We get our FDA approvals, do a dermatological testing. All of that happened. And then we said, yes, this is good enough. And this works to what we want it to be.
Okay.
So that's how the product came in. In terms of the name Maly, of course, the first Maly is coriander, which is kottamalli. The second Maly is a Telugu word. So I'm a Naidu. So I am someone who has roots in Andhra,
because
now
you said
Telangana.
your mom is Telugu and your dad is
My dad
Tamil.
is also Telugu, but have been in Tamil Nadu for generations now. So I wanted to pay homage to that little mixture. So Maly, Kottamalli is a Tamil word. Telugu word Maly, which means again and again or every day kind.
Okay.
So Maly. A coriander-based moisturizer you use every day.
I can say two wows, like for the name and also for the product's ingredients. Like, now I can think like, whatever this product is, we have to go and buy that moisturizer. As a skincare, taking this skincare products, I want to get that product. Means when someone thinks about, will it be sensitive? Yeah, I have a sensitive skin. And also I do consult my doctor, my dermatologist. So for that kind of person, how would you justify that this Maly will be a great product?
So the ideology behind Dipsy and of course Maly is you should not be doing 200 things in a day. All of us have enough and more happening in our lives, right? We don't need 15 minutes. We don't need that 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour some people spend in front of the mirror in the morning. We need that 5 minutes, quick finish, out.
Yes.
So I wanted Maly, of course, and the other products that are in the pipeline as well, to be able to do your multi-step processes, your whatever you get from your 7-step rituals in 1-2 steps. That is the ideology behind it. Of course, no one has time. Please, everyone is running. It's the little bit of extra time I can give somebody to enjoy a cup of coffee, to sit down with family, read a book, sleep.
Through that,
anything,
sleep deprived person.
Yeah, so that is the philosophy behind Dipsy. In terms of your sensitive skin, that was something I was very particular about. See, India as a country, we are very vast, both horizontally and vertically. And each region has a specific skin tone. Each region has a specific weather. And each weather has its own asks. Someone from Kashmir is going to be very happy with a very mild moisturizer because they're not going to be sweating as much as we do in Chennai. But someone in Chennai will need something that has the formulation that will keep them comfortable, yet not grease out as they sweat. So that was the biggest thing that I wanted to counteract with Dipsy. So that's the reason we actually have a combination of 2 butters. I don't know if you've gone through our ingredients.
I haven't.
Okay, so we have a combination of 2 main butters. Mango butter, which is very, very light, works brilliantly to keep your moisture intact. It's a very good oxidant. And we have kokum butter, which works for deep moisturizing.
I'm listening for the first time. Kokum butter.
Okay. Kokum butter is a very, I would say a very old butter. Which are, I wouldn't even know if our parties used it, but I'm sure their parties used it.
Okay.
The fruit is also brilliant. It tastes amazing if you've had it. So yeah, kokum it's like, how do I phrase it? It's like a godsend in a way, right?
Okay.
Everyone is talking about shea butter. You have shea butter. Shea butter this. But kokum is far better. Kokum has additional vitamins and minerals in it that shea unfortunately does not have, which we need for an Indian skin.
Yes.
Shea is great moisturizer, don't get me wrong. But for us, we have this working in our own backyard. A lot of us have
for
mango
our
trees.
Country's skin types. Yeah.
We have mango butter. We have mango trees and kokum trees in our houses. Just go up and take it.
In abundance.
Yes. So that was what I wanted Dipsy to be about. Everything in our backyards.
Cool. Yeah.
Which are brilliant for us. Of course, we will not, if my mom or your mom comes and tells you, take this, apply it on your face, we'll say, Ennamma pandrani. What is this? This is blasé. It's not going to work.
Tamil name for that kokum.
Kokum,
yeah.
Takin varla. I'll think what did I tell you? I know the Hindi word
later.
Yeah. But I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, okay.
But it's okay. Yeah. So that was the idea.
Super. So ladies, please do make a note that I am going to get this Maly moisturizer as soon as I go home, because after hearing whatever the ingredients you have used, so even you don't have to worry about your sensitive skin. If you are a skincare driven person, just like us who are in the media industry, you should definitely go to this Maly product, I think. So
you should. Yeah. And for someone, since you mentioned, someone in the media, you are using makeup on a regular basis, right? And you have something called a makeup primer, which you will be using. You don't need one with Maly.
That's great. Actually, I don't need to buy a primer.
You don't need a separate
separately.
primer.
Okay, so
This
even
works.
Few days we'll be like 12 hours, 13 hours makeup will be on our face. So we want our skin to breathe on its own.
Exactly. You need to be comfortable.
Exactly. So for that type of skin, you definitely need that Maly moisturizer. Pardon me because I'm just marketing for Maly.
No, I'm happy.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
have
because
someone
I am,
converted.
I'm impressed with the ingredients actually. And what are the next products you have been planning to bring into your Dipsy skincare products, ma'am?
Yeah. So the idea behind Dipsy is I wanted to phase out the launches. I didn't want to enter in with 200 products and say this is what it works. That's not how I think anybody should approach skin. So the second one comes out soon, the second product. It's in the pipeline. We are hoping to launch by the end of April, if not the first half of next month. Little secret, I don't want to burst too
Reveal
many
that.
bubbles. Yeah,
Okay.
but it will follow the same philosophy that we
Just
have.
how many products? One or two? Whatever.
So the next one that comes out is interesting. It's something that everybody needs.
Okay.
Again, it will be multifunctional. The third one would hopefully come in around the time that Dipsy was launched. That would also be something that travels very easily because we, as I think a nation and a generation, travel a lot.
Okay.
So that's something that's going to be very travel inclusive and sensitive. And then, of course, the sunscreen will come in.
Okay.
The reason the sunscreen is taking a little longer is the testing is a little longer.
Yeah.
So we have the idea and the basics in place. The testing will take longer, and I would rather wait to finish the whole testing routine than come into the market without it. So yes, that's what this financial year is looking like.
Okay. So there are two kinds of person, Deepika.
Yeah.
Like one is the one who will keep reading about the skincare products and they'll choose on their own.
Yeah.
And another kind of person is like, I want my dermatologist to recommend this for me.
Yeah.
For that, have you taken any steps to any dermatologist to recommend your product, or how is it going to work in the future?
Of course, dermatological approval is key. Of course, we are tested and we are approved. But having a dermatologist actually recommend you is something that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, we have been speaking to a few people,
Because
but
some women will not come out of that zone.
come out of that zone. I completely agree with you, and that is a work in progress for us. But dermatologists, being the amazing people that they are, also take their time to really review it before they give you a recommendation.
Yeah.
So we are in that process. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
We'll be very happy if you have come to that place. And Deepika, you had exposure from abroad as well. How did that shape your thinking?
You're talking about my export
exposure into the business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Your life.
So my first experience with businesses abroad is my first job. I was designing for the likes of Walmart, JCPenney, Sam's Kitchen, all of them. So I was in charge of, rather, I was part of the team that was in charge of table linen.
No wonder how you have well dressed. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my first experience was with them. How India has such exports and how we design for them and the kind of asks and quality that they expect. So that shaped, I think, a lot in the way I present my content, my products, because that requirement of quality is something I think most of us, or rather, we say it's okay, right? But that quality was very important to me, and that was the first learning, I will say, in terms of an international market. The second set of learning would come from Thalappakatti. Okay. So I handled a lot of.
So before Thalappakatti, you have been into events and also into fashion industries.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I brought that learning to the marketing and creatives here.
Okay.
Yes, it's completely different industries, but the basic thinking and the logic is the same.
Okay.
So with Thalappakatti, I handled markets that were restaurants in the markets of US, Europe as well. We had a branch in France at that point of time, Sri Lanka, Singapore, and I'm missing one more, Malaysia, Dubai as well. Yes.
Okay.
So these markets each have their own asks, their own cultural significance, the way we portray something. The holidays, of course, are different. The same biryani plate, for example, since we're talking about a Thalappakatti learning, the same biryani plate, I will place it a little differently for an Indian market.
And also, France market, it will be different.
It will be different. Though the dish is the same, I'm placing it a little differently and I'm calling the offer a little differently.
Okay.
That's because of the cultural significances of those particular areas.
Yeah.
So the reason to talk culturally to different people and different areas was something I learned there.
Okay.
I think my love for my own culture started growing with the way I was looking at other people and their cultures.
Okay.
Again, another, I think, learning from that angle. So all of this has worked its way into everything that I do now.
Okay.
And if you see, even I'm shamelessly going back to Dipsy's packaging and Dipsy's product, but everything that we speak about, the way our packaging is done, it's not inherently Indian colors.
Okay.
Right? But it speaks to someone who looks at something luxurious, something royal, something that, I will like to see this here when they are looking at some product overseas.
Okay.
That's the feel I wanted.
Okay. So, was it your ambition? Because as a childhood person from our school itself, we'll be asked like, what is your ambition? So, like that, did you had your ambition to be a businesswoman, or it just happened?
I think I always wanted to be a businesswoman, or rather I grew into it by the time I was in my the latter half of school year.
Okay.
From I think my earliest memories, first I wanted to be like my dad.
Oh.
So then...
IPS officer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your parents are your first inspiration, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to be like my dad. And then I remember a conversation with one of my dad's friends saying, are you sure you want to do this? You have to stand in the sun, you will tan. And then I'm like, okay, is this something I want to do? In fact, I gave my daughter the same reasoning when she wanted to become a cop.
Oh.
So from there I wanted to be a pilot.
Okay.
And then I realized I'm afraid of heights. And then multiple changes later, I wanted to get into fashion, which is what I did finally. But the reasoning is that I wanted to own my own fashion brand.
Okay.
I still own my own brand. Of course, it's not fashion, something else. But that idea of owning my own business and growing it, I think started maybe 9th, 10th, those grades.
Superb.
Yeah.
So from your childhood itself, you wanted to be a businesswoman.
Yeah.
Superb. And now you are in that place.
Yeah.
So when you entered Dindigul Thalappakatti Biryani family and you started your own work into that field, so what was the one point which made you to, yes, we have to correct this and we have to do this and we have to prove ourselves, whatever the category we are given. When did that happen?
A lot of places. We don't have time to go into all of it.
Any specific moment you felt proud of yourself?
Quite a few things, actually.
Okay.
Top of my mind is when I came in, right? Or rather a couple of years after I came in. So women, like you said, when we started, we've always been like, it's male dominated, it's this. And F&B, especially restaurants, is very male dominated. We cannot deny it.
Yeah.
So the women didn't really have too much of a voice.
Yeah.
Even the women who were working in accounts, though most of our accounts team were women at that point of time.
And our hierarchy doesn't allow that.
It doesn't allow
and we don't know the exact reason behind it.
There are multiple reasons. I think each person will give them their own, but that's a different story altogether. So I had a lot of these women who would quietly come and tell me, this needs to change. This can be done. That can be done. And touchwood, I think I was in a place where I could help them get that done.
Okay.
I think that's my biggest achievement, to get some of these women's voices out. Now I think we are about 80, 90 women in the corporate unit, and we're much larger now, even on the floor. So if you see, DT now has quite a few of our cashiers as women.
Oh,
it was not something that India saw in a restaurant industry, right?
Yes,
Women
yes.
were just in the kitchen to help out with pot washing, veggie cutting, things like that.
The
Now,
usual work.
The usual work. And it would be that they would finish and leave by 5, 6, because that's when prep is pretty much done.
Yeah.
So now we have women who are staying behind, who are closing cash counters at 11, 11:30 in the night and then heading home safely.
Great.
So I think that's
That
a win.
change.
Yeah, that's definitely a win.
And you brought up, and
I cannot take the full
yeah, but still
thing for
you
it,
are behind it. So
I was part of that process. Yes.
that's still, yeah, we are proud of that too. Thank you.
course.
You know, making changes for women in their workplace, bringing up women, giving them confidence is a big level of change, I would say. You know, that confidence will come out of women. When it comes out of women, that they will feel more confident about it. How did you make the changes, Deepika?
I think just listening. As my opinion, again, don't you can quote me on it. I'm okay. I think as a gender, we listen more than the other. Right?
do.
We are a little bit more empathetic. So when someone comes up and says, "Listen, I need this," it's nice when you listen to them and actually can help do something about it. There are certain times when we have the power to change. It could be something as simple as allowing a mom to come in with a child for work if they're unwell. Or it could be something as simple as just understanding when they are a little down and giving them their space. So just listening to them and being in the position to help them navigate it is very important. So when there are a lot of times in which I have taken my own children to work because they were unwell or they had the day off from school. And one thing is leading by example as well, right? The minute they see one of us come in with the child and still give 100%, they'll be like, okay, I can still do this.
Yeah, I can also do that.
Exactly. And I think leading by example is the best way to do it.
Also, to, you know, come up with the confidence to board meetings or wherever it is. So to make that women, especially to attend that meeting or wherever they have to go and present themselves, did you do that to your women, to your employees? How did you do that, Deepika?
I hope. See, the best way I think to bring out someone is to bring them in along with you. Maybe tell them it's okay, you're just going to be here, watch, and giving them a position to speak when they are the authority. So someone who is, let's say someone who is great with numbers. I'm not as good as in numbers as some other people. Someone who is as great as numbers is there, and there's a presentation to be given, right? I would rather say, listen, this is the gist, but I would prefer her to do it because she knows her subject matter more.
Okay.
Give them that chance.
Yeah.
Let them go forward. Yeah. It may be a couple of errors in the first couple of times, but second, third time, she's going to grow.
Yes.
She's going to be as fluent, if not more than what I am at that point of time. Okay. So just, dragging them along against their wishes sometimes, it works.
That's how you made them present themselves.
I think so. I don't know if they love me or hate me for it, but
they'll definitely love you for that. So I should ask this question to employees, but unfortunately I cannot ask them now. So has anyone come and told you that, Deepika, you have made this changes in my life and I feel so confident about it? Have you ever faced that kind of situation?
Have.
Yeah, please.
I have.
Can you tell me?
It's very heartwarming. I don't want to get into the details because a couple of those are a little sensitive topics. But there has been multiple times when people have come up to me and said, thank you. I would not have done this.
And that thank you means so much.
It
right?
means a lot.
Okay.
It really means a lot, because there are times when you push someone to do something beyond their comfort zone, and you're always got that little bit of a feeling: have I done the right thing? Did I make it better or worse for her? And when that thank you comes back, I think it's really a blessing.
Yeah, you feel so satisfied with the work
Yeah.
what you have done so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was blessed with a mentor very early in my career when I was working in Noida. She was someone who always pushed women forward. And this is a learning that I got from her, that whatever it is, push someone along with you or bring them along with you. Whatever happens. If they grow beyond you, great.
Yes.
But do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that she's taught me, which has I think led a lot of things that I do even now. Pull the women along with you.
Yes, I love that when a woman helps another woman to grow, and it's it has to grow more in India, especially.
Yeah.
So after marriage, Deepika, you entered a legacy brand, your family iconic Dindigul Thalappakatti brand. How did you find your place in that family, and what was your thought at that time?
Initial few thoughts, so to say, was just to kind of survive.
Okay.
Because I did get married quite young by, I would say, today's standards. I was 21 when I got married. So quite young compared to the scenario that we are in now. The first few things was just to kind of stay afloat, understand what's happening. I really wasn't thinking too much on my professional growth at that point of time. It was more of trying to get a feeler of the environment that I am in and understand what is needed of me. And then I can start, pushing boundaries to check how far I can push certain things.
Yeah.
So entering a legacy brand, like you said, at home, it was never about the legacy. It was about the family. It was about being there for each other. So it never felt huge.
Okay.
It felt comforting. And it was such, as in the family as such, if you see us in an event together, you would not realize that we are all right now in different parts of the country.
Okay.
We would go about our day as though we've seen each other just yesterday or this morning, It's a very close-knit family. And I think that shaped the way, or rather it is still shaping the way we handle our professional lives.
Okay. So what was your first role in that big company, and did you had any resistance while you started contributing to that?
A lot.
Okay.
So the first role was, oh my God, it was the scariest, HR.
Oh, okay.
HR. So the first thing, of course, before I joined in officially, I was doing a lot of creatives, helping with the team, correlating all of that. But my first day in the office, so to say, like actually walking in and sitting there, was HR.
Okay.
And oh my God, I cried. I have tremendous respect for everybody who works in HR. I seriously do.
Okay.
The paperwork, the conversations you need to have with certain people, it was a lot. And then from HR, it went into a little bit of admin. We were introducing SAP at that point of time. So SAP getting all of that done. So those were the first few jobs. And then it was finance.
Okay.
A different beast by itself.
Totally different.
Yeah. So when Satish said, come join in, his idea was that I need to know all of the departments before I decide this is the department I want to get into. So I did do a lot of these things. And I think only when I came into finance did I realize, listen, numbers is something that is flying over my head. I am very happy making the designs and getting the look and feel set.
Okay.
And that's when I went into marketing and all of that. With marketing, then your aggregators came in, and I was handling all of that. But
Okay, so HR and
Tremendous
finance is totally different from the creative side.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I think someone like me who loves free-flowing workplaces and someone who's very creative, it just was, it wasn't my cup of tea.
Okay.
It's an amazing industry and people who have the numbers, I have tremendous respect for you, but it's not for me.
Okay. Okay. So as we were talking about women in these male dominant society, women's place in the
Yeah.
male dominant society, in the early days when you started working with this brand, how did you find it easy to work with all these people, and how was it?
Some people, yes, I found it very easy. Some of them, not so much. I did have a lot of support, yes, from a few people, and you will have that one-off comment that will push you back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and when I came in full-fledged into the company, I think my daughter was 2-3 years old, quite young. So one comment sticks with me even today. So they'd come up to me and they said, "What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at home taking care of the children. You have no place here."
Yeah.
So even today,
They just think that when you are married and you have kids,
have
and
kids,
you have
you need to be at home.
Yeah.
So that comment still sticks with me. In fact, it drives me. It drives me a lot now.
Okay.
I need to prove that person wrong,
Yes.
and my daughter needs to prove that person wrong.
Yes.
And yeah, that is not a very nice thing for someone to say, but in a way, I'm glad he said it
Yeah.
because it drives me now.
True that. Yeah. And Deepika, what is success to you now? What is a term success means to you now?
Success to me now is, I think, my children coming back and telling me with with pride in their eyes, saying, "This is what she's built, and this is what I want to take forward."
Okay.
So for me, I think success is being validated in their eyes more than anything else.
Oh, great. And when it comes to business, and where do you see yourself, or where do you want to see yourself in the next 2 or 3 years, Deepika?
In terms of Dipsy, the next 2 or 3 years, I see growth. I see Dipsy growing bigger than me,
Okay.
and I see Dipsy across the globe.
That's a great news, actually. Okay.
Yeah, that's the next, I think, 2-3 years plan.
Next step towards the Dipsy.
Yeah,
Okay.
would be that, yes.
So after being an HR and into finance in Thalappakatti, you have entered marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the biggest transformation you made into that marketing field, and how important it was to build that Thalappakatti brand with the marketing place?
See, my job when I came into the marketing team, it was just me, and I had a couple of IT team members to help me out. Now, of course, it's a much bigger department. But more than building the story, I had to reinvent the story. Right? When I came in, there was Satish's idea was that we have to rebrand into a family restaurant style. If you see a lot of biryani brands at that point of time, most of them were takeaway joints or places where just you'd have a big bunch of men sitting, and you wouldn't really see a lot of families. You may find the one-off couple, but you wouldn't really find too many kids around.
Yes.
So Satish's idea was to change all of that. He wanted it to be a family restaurant. He wanted the whole idea to be comfortable family spaces. But we didn't want to let go of who we are as a brand, as an organization, and what our roots are.
Okay.
So the idea to rebrand to be a little bit more modern and comfortable, cozy for families to come in was what happened at that point of time. And and then we moved from different versions of the idea to what it is now. So the whole concept of that was Satish's idea of having, I don't know if you've gone into the restaurant, some of them have this wallpaper
Yeah.
on one
The
side
same.
with a collage of images, older images that come in, and you'll have it superimposed with something a little bit more modern on the other side.
Yes.
So that was the idea that we wanted to bring a little bit of our roots
Okay.
to the modern world.
Okay, so I've also heard that there is no franchise model
No.
in Dindigul Thalappakatti
No.
Prairie. And what made you choose that style? You have to own your own, restaurants everywhere.
So that is completely Satish's idea right from the get-go.
Mhm.
So our idea was with the brand, the reason we don't do franchises is because there's a certain level of autonomy you need to give a franchise. It could be in terms of the look and feel of who they're hiring, staff. There will be a small bit of control that you need to give up. And we did not want that dilution to be happening. Yes, the growth is slower when it is all company operated. You can grow faster with a franchise model, but the essence of the brand dies down.
Okay.
You will have variations from one franchise to the other because, of course, each person is different and the way they handle business is different. So that was one of the main reasons why we said we're going to be doing only company-owned and operated branches. Of course, overseas branches became a partnership model because of local laws in various countries. But there also we handle the kitchen. We are the ones who call the shots.
Okay. So how did you balance the tradition with modernization in each and every outlets?
It's a team. It's completely a team. And anyone who tells you it can be done by one person is wrong. So how did we handle the combination? It was in small bits and pieces. So, of course, the dishes, if you look at it, every touch point has a modern touch and a traditional touch. The dishes will be plated traditionally, but will be photographed in a modern setting. You will have your copper pots, you will have the copper glasses, but you'll have a table mat setting like in a restaurant.
Okay.
Rather in a let's say like a Chinese restaurant or something like that. You will have traditional photographs on the walls. You will have a modern place setting that's next to it.
Okay.
So this was how we balanced a few things. Of course, they can't clash against each other. They have to kind of sing the same story, which is why we brought in colors.
Okay.
So a lot of our colors are very earthy. It's traditional in a way, but the tones are a little bit more modern to what we look at now. If I give you the same red walls that we are very familiar with in Chettinad and Karaikudi, here it will look very, very different in the sense that we have toned it down a little bit. So you will get the nostalgic feel of being in an older restaurant, but you have the modern touches that keep it alive.
Okay. Cool. So if you would have to choose one decision which has made the trajectory changes in Dindigul Thalappakatti, what that would be? If you had to pick one decision.
No. I love the trajectory it's in now.
Okay.
I will not change it.
You will not change that. Yeah.
Everything is a learning. You cannot go back and say, I would have preferred to learn A instead of B. No. It needed to go through its phases to be where it is today. And I wouldn't change it.
That's great. That's great. So, Deepika, what is the one belief about business that has completely changed for you over time?
So, when I was younger, I think for me, business or a business person was someone who had free time. You will just tell, do this, do this, do this. You'll have like a million people.
You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything. You're just like sitting there, chill. Oh, it's changed.
Yeah.
You are running around for a lot of things. You're responsible for a lot of people.
That's the difference between the reality and the expectation.
Exactly. More than being responsible for your own life, you're responsible for the people who work with you and along with you. I think that is something that has drastically changed. And of course, you do not have free time.
Yeah.
It is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You have to be available all the time.
You are available all the time.
Yes.
So that's a couple of things that has changed.
Okay. So do you think legacy businesses limit or empower individuals?
It depends on your point of view.
Okay.
It can empower you if you don't get stressed or panicked. Because a legacy is something you have taken on and it is up to you to grow it. Whether you take it positively and grow it or get scared and diminish it is, I think, up to the person taking it.
I love that. I love that positivity very much. So, final question, Deepika. You don't look like you have two teenagers. Okay. So, despite of being, you don't have time for anything and you have to be available for your business all around the time, 24/7. How do you try to manage yourself just like this beautifully, so young, and also being in a food business industry? How do you stop yourself from eating everything?
So I eat. I don't believe in diets.
Oh, great.
That's something that I think I've come to terms with a long, long time ago. I don't believe in diets. I need my desserts. I need my parota.
Oh,
I need my dosa.
so you have all the cravings, but still you maintain yourself.
So I don't think
well.
it's cravings. If I want to eat, I will eat.
Okay.
How I maintain is I burn it off. So for me, my early morning is very special to me. So I am usually awake by 5:30 in the morning, and I have a workout. I love sport. I ride
What kind of
horses.
sport do you love?
I'm equestrians.
Wow.
So I spend a few days a week with
Okay.
them. So yeah, so that's my day.
Okay. Where do you go in Chennai?
Sholingnallur Signal,
Okay.
Chennai Equestrian Center. Fabulous bunch of people there and fabulous horses as well. So that's my morning.
Sports,
With a good
workout.
with a good workout, and then you're done. So by the time the kids are awake and they've started their day, I've got my work done. And by then no one is awake, so the office also is not really functioning. So no one's calling me unless someone is in dire help or something.
Okay.
So with that, I think my day starts happy because I've had a good start for the day, and then go on to eat whatever I want to eat during the day. I'm all available for work and the kids, and and I wind down by 9:30. Sleep is important to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Sleep is very important. So I think that's kind of what's kept me sane. And of course, me looking young is because of Dipsy.
Oh, that point we have to note it down. Yeah. So Deepika, it was a great time of conversation we had that, and I usually think of the next question what I have to ask, but now it all went in the flow, and we have to, I wanted him to remind me all the questions which I have to ask, which he has given me already, but it all went with the flow. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being very open with us. And so
My
it's great to see
pleasure.
you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Great.
Thank you, viewers. It is Lavanya Shriram, your host for today, signing off.